Hi everybody and welcome back to Harry's Music Room. I'm going to show some records and some reel-to-reel tapes that I bought today. Um, Elk Boy and myself decided to go down to Olympia, Washington and check out a store down there that I go to every once in a while. Rainy Day Music. Excuse me. And well, I got a nice little haul, to say the least. I'm just going to start here. Let's see. Jimmy Swaggart, What the Bible Says About Drugs. This was $4.90. Well, how much was this? $4.98, and it's still sealed. I figured I could use this for some kind of a video someday. Show the weird albums or something like that. And then I got Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young live broadcast, and this was $18. Kind of nice. Got the flip back cover, and apparently this is all maybe radio broadcasts. I'm not sure, but looks like some TV stuff. So I'm looking forward to hearing this one. And then Buddy Holly for the First Time Anywhere. And these are previously unreleased versions. And this was $4.98. They have good prices there. I mean, they really do. I wish I lived closer. It's about 35-minute drive, maybe. And then I got David Henschel, Startling Music. And this is on Ringo's label called Ringo Records. And what he did here is this is an entire cover of the Ringo album. Kind of hard to find this one on vinyl, or anyway. And this was $6.98. And then I collect like James Bond, spy-related vinyl. And this is one I didn't have. The Challengers, A Man from U.N.C.L.E. And again, this one was $4.98. And then to go with my Bruce Springsteen collection, nice parody record, Bruce Springsteen. It would Take Me Out to the Ball Game, which Bruce actually did play Take Me Out to the Ball Game once. I think it was June 12th, 1973 in Binghamton, New York, which is my hometown, but I enlisted in the Air Force, so I was gone. But I definitely would have gone to this show because he was opening for Chicago on that show. And I would have gone to see Chicago, so I would have seen Bruce in 1973, but never happened. And then we have on Apple Records, Lon and Derek Van Eaton. And I've never seen this before, but this one includes a zoetrope type deal that you're supposed to apparently put together somehow, and it will go around on the turntable. So that was kind of cool. And they had two copies of this. They had one at $5.98 that did not have the insert, and then this one was $7.98 with it. So $2 more. I took that one. And then this was $8.98. The record is really clean. The cover's got some wear, but the record was in nice shape. And for $8.98, this might even be an upgrade on the one that I have. I'm going to have to check into that and see. This was $2.98. No, it's not a butcher, unfortunately. But the cover's in such nice shape. And the record's pretty worn. But I can always find a cleaner record to put into this cover. So that's what I'll do there. And then they had another one. That last one was stereo. This is mono, and this is not a butcher, I don't think. Nope. And this was $4.98. It says as is, but there's really nothing wrong with it. I mean, it's got some surface marks, but I'll bet you if I clean this, the Humming Guru, it's going to play nice. And that's the nice thing I like about having the Humming Guru. I tend to buy more used records because they can be cleaned and they sound good. If I don't feel a scratch on the record, then it's okay to play. Hang on just a minute. My dog wants to get in the room. Okay, she came in and she ran right over. She's just, as you can see on my subwoofer, there's a little stuffed dog, a nipper. And she doesn't know what to make of that. And it's been there for months, but she's just noticed it. Anyways. So, speaking of butchers, my good friend, Elk Boy, John. So I'm looking at, in this display case, and I'm looking at the reel-to-reel tapes that are there. And Elk Boy says, or John says, "Hey, did you see that butcher cover?" I said, "No, where?" And I look, holy cow, there's a butcher cover down there. Well, yeah, I bought it. I bought it because it's stereo. It was a beautiful peel job. It's a third state. I did get 10% off everything I bought today, just because I bought volume. But this was, there's a price tag right there. But 10% off, so you can take $200 off that. But what a beautiful condition this is in. And it's so hard to find the stereos that I'm very glad to add this to my collection. And one thing I'm going to point out here, when they put the new covers over the butcher, they had to trim the edge. And as you can see, if you put the inner sleeve in with the opening at the top, when you put it all the way in, it still sticks out that far because that's how much they trimmed. So the only way the inner sleeve would fit is they had to put it in sideways with the record facing out. And then once you did that, then it fits. And this was a number 5, and number 5s are notoriously hard to peel. So whoever did this did an amazing job. There's a little bit of wear up here, but that's about it. And then I picked up a nice copy. This is $6.98, original mono. Record's in really nice shape. Like I said, their prices there are good. And then this is a reissue of George Martin's Off the Beatle track on C for Miles label. And this one they wanted $5.98 for. And it's instrumental versions of the Beatles songs. And now we'll get into the reel-to-reels. Man, they had some nice ones. Mudslide Slim, that was $25. Honky Chateau, again, $25. Same with Madman Across the Water, $25. It's a Beautiful Day. I love this album. This is such a good album. And again, this was $25. There were some I passed on because they had them priced at $70, $80, $90, and they were ones that I wasn't really interested in anyway. So another one for $25. If you can find a reel-to-reel for $25, you're doing good. This one was $25. This one here is 7.5 IPS double album, so it's massive. There's a ton of tape on this thing. Look at all the tape on that reel. But Amazing Grace by Aretha Franklin for $25. Gee. I almost felt bad buying them at those prices. Moody Blues, In Search of the Lost Chord, again, $25. This one was a little more. This was $39 for Aqua Lung. This one was $39. And this one I really wanted to have because I love the song Frankenstein. It's one of those songs, every time it comes on the radio, I crank it up. And again, this was another $25. I mean, you can't even buy the album for $25 hardly. And then this was $100. But if you see what they go for, that's a good price. And the same with this one. And this is actually a duplicate. I have this at 7.5 IPS, which I'll keep. This is a 3 3/4, but I will end up probably putting this on eBay. So that's, oh, and then he had a whole bunch of 8-tracks, sealed 8-tracks, but some of them, they were $40, $50. I said, no, I'm not getting those. I did buy this one, a sealed, no dice. Originally, they wanted $15 for it, and when he got done ringing everything up for me, he had already finished it, and then he said, "Oh, was this yours?" And I said, "Yeah." And he goes, "I'm just going to throw that in." So I got that at no charge. So it was a good day. It was enough to keep me busy for a while. I think I'm going to have to hold off buying records for about a month or more. Anyways. Thanks for watching. I hope you saw something you found interesting. If you're into reel-to-reels, as Mazzy would say, if you're into reels-to-reels, let me know what you think about these. I love talking about them. There's not enough people out there to collect them. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Until next time, ciao.